Hi, this is MIcornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. This is a platform where we are really empowering young men that are ordinary into extraordinary men of wisdom, integrity, and character. And we are dealing with young men to teach them to become better young men in this world. And we want to help you while you're still young, give you some experience of life and how things should be conducted in life. And in this moment, we're dealing with some harsh truths that nobody else will tell you, but we tell you on this platform. You need to know these harsh truths, and I'll tell you for free right now, because as a young man, you need to be aware of this. Now, I want to start by giving you this harsh truth that happiness is temporary, but discipline is permanent. Happiness is temporary and discipline is permanent. We have seen young men that actually excite themselves now with a momentary happiness. They go and binge in alcohol and go to parties and dance the whole night and make themselves happy. But something that is not going to help them in the future. And some of them are actually destroying their future by not even going to school, but they want to have the moment of going to parties and enjoying themselves, hooking up with friends that are leading them nowhere. We have seen young men that launch themselves into becoming members of gangs instead of going to school and starting to become a better man. And we are saying this that you are going to be happy now, but it's temporary. But remember that there's what we call discipline that is permanent. When you start to hearken into discipline right now, you're preparing your better future and you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. And that is why we say discipline is permanent. So therefore, learn to discipline yourself as a young man and don't rush into the now happiness. Don't rush into the now moment happiness. Don't rush into things that will make you happy now. Think about it and say, but this thing that I do now, will it benefit me much in the future? What will I gain in future? Where will I be in the next 10 years? Where will I be in the next 20 years in this thing that I'm doing right now? And this is the type of wisdom that we impart right here. And I hope that you know this is a harsh truth that you can be happy now, but you may be permanently miserable. But we are saying discipline yourself now and shape your life better as a young man. Be cautious of what you do right now and what you affiliate yourself into, and discipline yourself. Now, you don't have to hook up with everybody right now. You don't have to make the whole world your friends. You don't have to please people that don't care about you. Now, be able to be rational in your thinking as a young man and say, I want to become a better person in the future. It might actually take me some pain now, which is a temporary pain of discipline, but I'm going to become a better person. Now, studying becomes very key. And therefore, you are needing to discipline yourself to become somebody who pull yourself out. Even when your friends say, let us go and celebrate, let us go for parties, let us go for this and this, you tell them, I'm studying. If you're you're somebody who's still a student. And very important. And some of you as young men, you may have actually finished your studies. And we have seen recently, even on television and so on, in South Africa, we're having a commission called Madanga Commission, whereby we're having young men that highly qualified, very highly qualified, occupying very high positions. But they've been duped into corruption to destroy the very same qualifications that they had, to destroy the very same career that they studied so much long for. And now that they could make money, honestly so, but they want to make money that are devious, monies that are devious, money that are dirty. They want to do that, and that destroys themselves for future. We are saying a happiness of now actually cannot be compared with a discipline, because discipline is permanent while your happiness will be temporary. Now, we want to urge you, if you're a young man, maybe involved in state tenders, or you're involved maybe in state departments and so on, don't actually be duped into corruption of now. You may have all the monies and cars and everything, but the law will catch up with you. And we want to warn you to say, please be disciplined, because discipline is permanent. You may actually be wanting to be happy just for a moment, but that is not going to help you. The other harsh truth that we need to talk to you as a young man is that success takes longer than you think. Because we want a quick success, we want things that are immediate, we want things that are instant. I know that we are living in a life of instants, instant coffees, micro oven food. We are having air fryers where we're making everything instant and everything is quicker and so on. And therefore, it has actually eaten into our patience. And majority of us cannot be patient with anything now because everything comes quicker, everything becomes now. And we want to urge you as a young man that don't rely on things that are quicker now. Don't rely on the now moments. Don't rely on things that will actually just take quicker time and so on. Success takes longer than you think. And that's the reason why you need to work hard and make sure that you become patient enough with the progress of your success. There are many people that may look like they're successful right now because things have come quicker to them. But we want to urge you as a young man, don't follow those because you don't even know when you are sleeping at night, where are they? What are they doing at that particular time? There are people that look successful. There are people that look glamorous. There are people that look like they're in control. There are people that look like they have everything. They have flashy cars, they've got mansions and big properties and so on. But remember that doesn't show the sign of success. Success is much more than that. And we want to emphasize that as a young man as well. Remember that success doesn't come quickly. Anything that is quick like that, there must be something that it says. It could be that thing is suspicious. So success needs people that are patient. Success needs people that can wait. Success takes longer than you think. And as a young man, please learn from this, that the success that comes quicker may actually be raising eyebrows. And you must be careful of that as well. The other harsh truth that I thought I'll bring on the table for you as a young man today is that no one respects weakness, even if they sympathize. Now, remember that no one respects weakness, even if they sympathize. So therefore, you must actually make yourself to come to a point where you realize that when you are weak, it's not that people are respecting that. They may sympathize with you. They may feel like they are with you and so on. But people respect the strength. So therefore, as a young man, please be conscious that you need to be strong in situations that you are facing. There are times when we want to pull back and want people to feel pity for us, want people to sympathize with us. And you cannot live your life like that. Because life is not for mama's babies. Life is not for people that are softies. Life is for tough people. And that is why we always say, tough times do not last long, but tough people last longer. So therefore, you remain tough and strong. You will actually be able to be successful in things that you want to do. So you can't actually be a softie in this life because life needs tough people. So we want to emphasize that even though people that sympathize with you, but don't remain in your space where you want people to pity party you all the time. And that must be emphasized as a young man. When people come and say, shame, shame, don't enjoy those shames. So please rise up from where you are and become a better person and put some effort and strength in what you do so that you become successful and you don't wait for people to sympathize with you. I want to close by this harsh truth, which may not sit well with you. And this is very important though. Complaining changes nothing. Can I say that again? Complaining changes nothing. Because sometimes we like complaining about things. We like actually moaning about things, how things are and how things are not happening, how things are happening, how things are done, how things are not done, and so on. And we complain all the way. I've seen people complaining about long queues when you are standing in a queue, maybe in a bank and so on. People are complaining while they're standing there. I've had people complaining also about how the politicians do things and so on. We're complaining. And I've had people complaining about the government not doing things or government doing things this way and that way. we're complaining. So complaining is everywhere. But the truth, and which is harsh for you, is that complaining changes nothing. And there are times when we need to face our situations head on. And don't rely even in your situation with politicians and other people and so on. There are things that you need to do them by yourself. Let's give an example. And as a young man, there's no, in South Africa, particularly where we're presenting from, the unemployment rate is way above 35%. And people are actually complaining that the government cannot provide jobs and so on. And I'm saying complaining will not change anything. If the government doesn't provide jobs, maybe it is time for us to look at what can I do that will bring money on the table. It could be some business idea that may look very lousy, but that business idea will at least bring food on the table. So sometimes we need to think out of the box and say, yes, the government is not providing jobs, but I cannot sit at my corner and complain. I cannot whine out at a corner somewhere and think that things will change by me just complaining. No, complaining changes nothing. And that's the point that I want to say. And it's a harsh truth, I know. And it will shake you. It will make you annoyed sometimes. But the truth is, complaining changes nothing. You may complain as you like. You may complain as long as you wish. But it's not going to change anything. You better think afresh and revitalize your mind in a different way. Change your thought plan and make sure that you look at how best can I do things to improve, and so that I get to put food on the table. You cannot just keep on complaining day in and day out, because that is not going to help you. I want to end up here today, your host, MIcornus Phokane. I'm the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. On this platform, we are developing ordinary young men into extraordinary men of wisdom, integrity, and character, and we're doing them this with through kingdom principles. And I hope that you're learning quite a bit out of this, and we are really doing it for the sake of making sure that you learn out of it. Now, before we check out right now, we want to remind you of our social media platforms. Our Facebook page is the Young Men Empowerment Forum, and my personal Facebook page, MIcornus Phokane. So like those pages, please click the notification button, and you are going to see something different as you do that, because you're going to be reminded every time we've posted on these platforms. Don't forget our TikTok account under MIcornus Phokane, and together with our Instagram under MIcornus Phokane as well. So please make sure that you do follow us on those platforms. Don't forget our YouTube channel as well under Young Men Empowerment Forum. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let us see more people subscribing. And I want to urge you as well to share these platforms with your loved ones, because there are those that are waiting to learn out of this as well. And I believe it will make a difference in their lives. I want to check out right here. Until we meet again with part 4 of this great topic, may the good Lord bless you, and cheers for now.